me see if this will help. You don't need that. We'll keep it just in case. What's up, everybody? Lev Farmer 73 here. You know, I've been watching certain things and certain activities. I want to talk about this. I'm not gonna go into super ultra detail because I ain't pointing no fingers. Ain't none of my business. It's none of my business, but at the same time, it is my business. How you doing, Q Dub? Welcome. Come on in, Guava. Come on in. Who else we got? Black Gun Owners Magazine. Big Bad Bo. What's going on? G Cole. How you doing? How you doing, G Cole? Let's see. Bougie Prepper. How you doing, Bougie? My sister. K Natural. Larry Lane. Who is this? Millie. Nat. Reg. Suzette. Von Wheel. Donna Marshall. The Frugal Gardener. Hey, Frugal Gardener. I ain't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Talia Aker, how you doing? Candy Jones, She Natural Homestead, my sister. What's going on? Marley Sims. What's going on here? Okay. Who else we got? Malachi, how you doing? That really is dropping, ain't it? Okay. That's all right. We'll figure something out. Let's see. Who else we got? Second Floor Gardens, how you doing? Jennifer. Major Smith, Chosen Indeed, Marvell Coker, Nicole, how you doing? Wow, Cassandra Rayford, how you doing? Let me see. Loretta, Frederick Marshall, Homestead Heart in here. How are you doing, my sister and my brother over there at Homestead Heart? How y'all doing? It's good to see y'all. Elizabeth, Miss Rowland, Linda, Dion, how you doing? Beautiful. Angela, how you doing? I'm gonna go ahead and get into what I'm thinking, and a lot of y'all are thinking. Thank you for that. A lot of y'all probably thinking this title is meaning something that has anything to do with the political climate of what's going on out here, and I'm not touching that right now. Okay. I know a lot of people are pouring in to see that, and they're hoping. A lot of people love chaos, and that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this video today, because of the chaos, the addiction to chaos. And frankly, I'm not on it. I was going to do a whole different video today that was more kind of upbeat, but I wanted to talk about something that I see going on I can't say TikTok and Instagrams. I can't say, because I don't be over there that much. I see it over there when I'm over there, which is rare, but for the most part, this is what I see here on YouTube. You know what I can't understand? Just about, I'm gonna say about, what is this, 2026? 6 years ago, about 6-ish, 7-ish, 8-ish years ago, you know what? We all used to stick together on this platform. We used to stick together. We used to support one another. We used to uplift one another and one another's channel and ambitions and hobbies and crafts and everything else. Everybody had their own ideas. Everybody had their own style. Everybody, back then, if you saw somebody taking your material, it was so evident, because everybody was that different from one another, even though we all did the same things. We thought that we were in trouble in the days when people started copying each other's content and stuff like that. We thought that was the bad part. We thought that was the end of YouTube. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. There were people copying one another's content and everything. That's here and there. But I'm gonna tell you, now it's turned so ugly. There is no, it's hard to find anything positive on YouTube. this is the ugly part I'm talking about. YouTube content creators have run out of ideas. They've run out of ideas. They've run out of content, and we have this new thing, man, where people just take your channel and talk about you. They will take your channel and talk about you and gain viewership, monetization. They're making money off of talking about you. Not now, see, not like back in the day. Now what they doing, hey Grammy, is they'll take your channel and spin everything in a negative light and only talk evil, wicked. Listen, I've seen this, and this is why it's coming to my attention, because I see it so much now that it is, you can't, I don't go looking for it. Now I see it I try to erase my watch history and everything so it can stop popping into my feed. But it's so many of these channels that they'll pick a channel and just devour them, man. Just devour them. They don't have any input, insight. And I'm gonna tell you this is the worst part to me. Hey, Granny Karma. This is the worst part to me. What are they? I forget what they call them. I don't know what kind of channels they're called. There's a whole genre now of these channels. And I'm like, listen, you know, even back in my day, well, I say back in my day like I'm old. Even back when, that's right, Granny Karma, reaction channel, right. Even when, you know, 6-7 years ago, when you did have something bad to say about somebody, because I ain't gonna pretend that I ain't never had bump heads with people, you had things to back it up. They call them exposure channels, but that's just a fancy word for you ain't got no content. You don't have anything positive to offer this community. You literally have a platform. And don't ever get it twisted. You were blessed. You were blessed because there's a lot of people out there. It's millions of people out there that cannot get their platform off the ground. They try, and it's a struggle. But what this algorithm and what this platform is letting and allowing to do, and this is the problem I got. It's allowing this to happen, even though it breaks every single YouTube guideline that there is. Every single YouTube guideline, it breaks the rules. It breaks the rules, every single last one of them, and everybody don't know. Everybody think it's okay. I watched this go on for a long time. And it was like none of my business. But it got to a point where it happened to me. It happened to me last December or so, something like that. Somebody took one of my videos and did a whole thing on this freaking video. Now here's the problem with that. You said I would shut down my channel if I had disagreed with somebody. Well, you know what? Here's the problem. When this person, and I call it an attack because you didn't contact me with this back and forth or anything. No, you didn't. It was just a weird. You just picked one of my videos and did this. Now, I need for those folks that if you're watching, if you're listening, please pay attention. That little guideline that they put up in the beginning of their video or in the middle or on the end, when they say words like allegedly, when they say or state something out of their mouth, number one, I got proof that that doesn't mean anything. Not one thing legally does that does not matter. If you post that freaking freedom of speech thing in the beginning, end, or middle of your video, that means nothing. Because here's the thing. All the videos that I keep watching is defamatory. If you talk pure, uncut facts, there's one thing that you could probably get away with it. Still get sued, but probably get away with it. But every single time I see one of these videos talking about somebody's channel, there is at least 50% of defamatory remarks in there. Something that, listen, you can't say, hey, Sun Energy, how you doing, babe? You can't say, I bet that person is doing XYZ to their dog. I bet you they are doing bling, bloom, bling, bloom to their wife. I bet you you're making things up and you're drawing a crowd, and when that crowd agrees and you agree with that crowd, you already incriminated yourself. You defamed a person that you've never met. Now, I'm going to tell folks, it's reasons how I know this. I've sued some mugs. Now, I don't like talking about that here on YouTube, but I have. Because it's only so much that you can, if you do things to disrupt my income, because this is my job, okay? This is a LLC. If you do things to disrupt my income, my notoriety, or I'm not getting sponsorships or deals because of they heard something from your channel or some type of channel like yours, I'm suing you because you literally took thousands of dollars out of my income. And I have sued people, and I ain't got no problem with it. Listen, if you feel that my life means nothing to you, my life, my family, my children, my well-being, my finances mean nothing to you so you can get a couple of clicks and views, I don't care about your family either. I will sue your ass until I ain't got no money left. I will do it. I have done it. And I have won every time. Everybody keep thinking that they could just start a YouTube channel and start talking about people and lying on them. And it's okay because that's the thing to do. I'm going to tell you right now, you better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. I can prove this right here with a simple situation. What's the girl name that was messing with Cardi B? I can't think of the woman's name that Cardi B ended up suing her. Cardi B told the woman, just stop lying and take that stuff down about my family, and I'll let it go. Tasha K, that's what it was, Tasha K. Everybody think that Cardi B, since she's a high-profile celebrity, that she had a high-profile lawyer and all this backing and from Hollywood and stardom and money to sue what you would think is a average everyday YouTube content creator. That's what you would think. You would think a content creator, a person high up in totem pole on the finances when it comes to, entertainment, they would never come all the way down here to sue you. Here's the thing. There's no difference between the two. Defamation is defamation. And Cardi B did not need a high profile lawyer. She didn't have to pay millions of dollars to sue this woman to get millions of dollars. If you defame somebody or defame their character, or if you eat, which I see a lot of, people talk about other people's kids. Oh, Lord have mercy. When you put pictures, let me ask y'all a question. When you first start a video, when you're about to record a video, upload a video, or go live on a video, you know what the first thing YouTube asks you? Is this for kids? Is there any children's depiction, any kids depicted in any of these videos? YouTube asks you right off the bat. They're telling you right off the bat that, hey, we can't have that. So as soon as you put pictures of other people's children in your video, even if you don't talk about those children, man, you broke every guideline. Listen, even if you talking good about somebody, even if you talking good about somebody's kids, you can't do that with no underage children without the permission of their guardian or parent. Do you understand how serious of a problem that is? So when you do a video on somebody's children and then talk about said children, whether you're talking about them in a negative light, positive light, anything, if you do that, do you know how much trouble I ain't talking about getting your channel snatched off. I'm talking about you will end your ass up in prison. I'm gonna tell you how I know. One of the reasons is, let's think about this. If you're a content creator, and a lot of people that watch us in the audience don't know one thing about content creators. Did you know a YouTube content creator has to pay federal taxes? Did you know that? Whatever money we make, YouTube doesn't automatically. YouTube is not a hot dog stand. We get our tax notice at the end of the year like everybody else, like you working a normal job. And you better file said taxes every single year or they coming to holler at you. Okay, now you want to tell me what place on earth that's serious don't charge taxes? You don't have to file taxes. So if YouTube is a place and an entity where you literally have to file income taxes from that platform, and you can use this income and these tax documents to go do anything in the world. This is legitimate. If somebody asks me, have you had a job for the last 5 years? I can say yes and give them this information. And they'll say, oh, okay, you're a content creator for YouTube. Okay, I got it. That's serious. So if you don't pay your taxes from YouTube, you end up where? Federal prison. Okay, so with that being said, do you think that if you defame people, if you think that you can put people's children on a big screen for the entire world to see, and you won't end up in prison? You need to go look at a couple of different YouTube videos where some of those YouTubers ended up in prison for all those same things. Now, that Tasha K chick, hey, yo, she's still in trouble. She still owes millions of dollars. And listen to this. When you get sued, they don't care that you don't have money. They don't care that your kids ain't got nowhere to live. They don't care. When you get sued, if you don't have $1 million, you better liquidate everything you got, your house, your clothes, your jewelry, your car. If I sue you, I'm coming for everything. Because you didn't care about me or my family or how I'm going to end up for the defamation that you're doing. Now, if you said, yeah, lead kind of fat. Facts. Facts. But if you turn around and say, oh, I almost left out one. I'm going to leave that for a secret bomb. But if you say lead fat, I bet you all he eat is whale blubber. Defamation. Defamation. That's that quick. You went from facts to fiction. And you defame me and my character. Now, I'm going to go back to these kids. When you put other people's children on your video, though you have just put those children's lives. Now, this is what my lawyer told me. If you videotape children and you put other people's children on your video, those children's lives in harm's way. If anything happened to those kids, if they get in a fight at the lunchroom table, you sue. If anything happened where nobody can find that kid, lost and found in the grocery store for 2 minutes, you getting sued. If that kid go to school and say, Mommy, I think this man, he touched me the wrong way, you getting sued. And this is why. Because the first person that they coming to look for is you. Because you literally advertise these people's children. They're not doing it. You did that. Now, if you putting your own children in a video, that's your business. But if they put my kids in your video without my permission, you're going to end up in prison. And for the life of me, I don't understand, why do you think people are addicted to clicks and views? You're so addicted to clicks and views. And this the other part. I'm going to get off of this, then I'm going to get on something else. People so addicted to clicks and views, they don't realize when they've crossed the line. They don't realize when they got into danger world. They don't realize when, okay, this ain't a game anymore. And they keep going until the bottom fall out, right? They get addicted to the clicks and the views. And then I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something else to look out for. When I go and see one of these videos, one of the first things I do is go look in those people's comment section. If you go look in those people that make videos about other people tearing them down, if you go look in their comment section, you know what you see? Nobody. There's a handful of human beings. There's a sprinkle of human beings. But 95, 98% of the people that's helping the negativity spread are bots. And you think that these bots care about you? You think those, because they hyping you up. Yeah, that's right, I saw that happen too. Yeah, you right on top of it. Those are bots, and you're letting bots guide you down devil's alley. The bots, they don't exist. They're not people. They're not anything. So your cheerleading squad is robots. And you think that these robots really like you, or they believe in you, or they're with you. Can't wait to do is see something happen to you, because that's going to be more drama, more clicks and views, and there you go. The bots win. Let me see. Honey Love says some families have worked it out so their children are getting paid as their job and teaching them financial literacy. I don't understand what you're saying. So what I'm saying is, it's our own folks devouring us. Like we ain't got enough problems, man. It you know what? It really sickens me. It turns my try not to cuss. It turned my stomach, man, to see our own people devouring other people. Now, if you had negative things to say about another channel or person, yada yada, but you had a platform of your own doing XYZ, I can almost get it. Not the defamation part, not the lying part, not all that, but I can kind of get it. But if your entire existence on this platform is to tear another brother or sister down, I pray to God that you drop to your knees and ask whoever you drop your knees and pray to, what are you doing? And how can you stop? I'm going to say this. Years ago, and y'all about to hear something exclusive. This is an exclusive. Or like my Jamaican friends say, this is an original. Years ago, man, I got into a back and forth debate with, at the time, was a good friend of mine here on YouTube. Years ago, many years ago. It was a big misunderstanding. It really, truly was. God is my witness. It was a misunderstanding. And it is sad to say, because me and this individual, me and him was really, really good friends. And only very few people know about it. We were very good friends. Some weird things was said behind the screen. Somebody whispered in his ear, and he misunderstood something I said. He blew up, then I blew up. Nevertheless, we go back and forth, back and forth. This the bad part. Me and this dude had a lot of stuff in common. A lot of stuff in common. You know, we used to contact each other off the camera, emailing each other. We talked to each other. We was like that. Next thing you know, some whispers got in his ear, and then I thought my shit didn't stink either. So we go bumping heads. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And at first, to me, it was like it was fun. And then I started saying, hey, I think this mug done lost his mind, because he wouldn't let it go. And I had to stop. God is my witness, and anybody that was there at the time know. I had to literally stop addressing this dude, stop talking about this dude, stop referring to this dude, and let him rattle on. Unfortunately, he rattled on for quite some time. And the bad part about all of that, this dude was my friend. And he may never know this, but I truly hate that we fell out. I truly hate that we fell out, because it's funny when you watch another person's video and they're doing something exactly like you doing, and y'all ain't had zero contact or nothing about one another at all. Like, damn, he did it too. Huh. And you can't help but think that there is some connection there, because y'all in two different places, y'all living two different lives, but y'all some kind of way on the same mind length. But I'm trying to tell you, I had to get to a point where I said, listen, I don't care whether going back and forth with this individual is helping my channel or hurting it. It's exhausting. and I need to leave it alone. And I had to drop to my knees and pray to the Most High, like, give me strength and give me power to stay away from this cat, because it was toxic. And everybody on YouTube knew it. They felt it. It was toxic. And he gave me the experience. After that, he gave me the experience of, now when somebody clowning me, I don't address them, because all you're going to do is drag it on and on and on. Now, I just sue your ass and get it over with. Simple. Right? Just sue you and let it go. Because I don't want to keep, I know you ain't going to believe me, but this is the truth. All I kept feeling like is I'm tearing down another brother. Listen, this is what may help make me stop and leave this dude to his own devices. Because all I felt was, I'm tearing down another brother. I don't care about his belief system. I don't care about his thoughts, his mental, whatever. All I saw is how I am perceived by other nations. They don't know what me and this dude was beefing about. They don't know who's right and who's wrong. They don't know the evil person from the good person. They don't know if both persons is good. They don't know if both persons are evil. What they do know is they see two black men, two big, strong black men fighting amongst each other and making a big show and debut of it. That's all they saw, and that's all they cared about. And the only time they would ever engage me is if I'm talking about that other black man over there. And I said, you know what? When I started getting pats on the back from other nations because I was tearing my brother down, I don't care if we don't get along or not. We still brothers, no matter what. And it looked to other nations like they're okay with what they're doing, but I'm tearing this individual down, my brother down, because of some nonsense that don't nobody even know or care about, and it went on so long, nobody even knew what the fight was about anymore. People had to keep reminding people, why is y'all fighting? It was literally like the Hatfields and McCoys type situation. Like, now why is y'all fighting again? So I had to just leave this cat alone. And you want to know what? I wished him well. The only way I could be okay up here with, I had to wish this dude well. Go on about your business. He did a lot of stuff that I did not agree with. And I'm sure I did a lot of stuff he didn't agree with. But the best way was for us to leave each other alone, part ways. You go do you, I go do me. And hopefully he has, to this day, is as content as I am. But I said I wasn't going to come on my platform anymore and tear down another brother trying to make it. That's not my thing. Whether you right or wrong about yours, because I'm going to tell you one thing that everybody overlooks here on YouTube is the skip button. If I don't like what you're saying, I don't like your lifestyle, I don't like what you're doing, I just skip the video or skip your channel or block your channel. See how easy that is? I don't have to make a video about how much I hate you every single day. Every single day I see videos about certain people. Every single effing day. I told this other individual years ago, I got more YouTube channels. Somebody said, why don't you start another channel led to do XYZ? I said, I don't need another channel. I got about 10 of them because everybody is on these channels talking about me. I don't need to start another channel. Because every time they say my name, people come over here to see what I'm talking about, and that pays me money. So why would I exhaust my efforts to start another channel or start another platform and do all that when all these ignorant mugs is paying me anyway for free? But it got to a point where it all started eating itself alive. It started devouring itself from the inside out. And then once I left it alone, all of them started eating each other. It was like you chum in the waters for shark. I was the chum. Once you remove the chum in the water, all the sharks started eating each other. They started devouring one another. And all I had to do was sit back and watch. I didn't have to do anything further. Just sit and watch all the sharks feed on the weakest shark first, then the next weakest shark, and all the time until it's the great white shark. And all he doing, he done ate all the rest of the sharks. He's swimming alone. And I got a chance to sit here and watch that. And I felt bad. Because I was like, damn, man. What? All we had to do was go on about our business and plant some tomatoes, man. That's all. And I said that years ago. All I want to do was plant some tomatoes. I don't want no beef with nobody. I'm not that dude. I'm not that guy anymore. I don't want to have no beef with people. I don't want to do back and forth. I don't want to dedicate my whole video to how much I can't stand your ass. Man, that's horrible, man. I'm going to say this. For people that's making those videos, that has to be exhausting. Jesus. That has to be exhausting. It's exhausting just to make a normal video or a normal live stream. For you to spew hate, defamation, lies, and your opinions of lies, man, God, that must be exhausting. And here's another one. Here's another one for you. You literally watch other people's channel. Study it. Study every microsecond of the video. Write down notes. Take notes. Take clips to post them and set it up on your channel so you can go through this play by play by play. That means your video was not the only time you was talking about this individual. That's why I said back in the day it was bad, but now it's worse because people are literally studying you like they in Harvard. They study your channel like you're in Harvard. And then they give their opinions of what they think about you. And here's the worst part about that. You're judging people by their YouTube persona. You are literally judging people. That's like me. Okay, that's like me. And I thought, if I sat there and I started talking about how dumb, what's his name, Tom Hanks is, and all I did was talk about Tom Hanks. Boy, he's stupid. God doggone Tom Hanks is stupid. That's one stupid man. Damn, he's stupid. He makes me sick. He's so stupid, right? And I'm judging off of the only movie that I've seen Tom Hanks play in was Forrest Gump. So I'm judging this man off of a movie I saw. And I see that happen a lot. There's a lot of people that play villains in movies, and when they see me in real life, like, I can't stand you. You can't stand me for what? You know what you did to her. That was a movie, and that was my character. And yeah, you free to hate me, but I would prefer you hate the character that I portrayed. And once shooting was over and I was issued a check, I was not that person. And you know I'm not that person, right? You know I'm not that dude from that movie. Everybody for a minute started hating Denzel. That is not Denzel Washington that played in Training Day. But people can't distinguish from the two. They think Denzel always supposed to be like, yeah. It's crazy to me, yo. So I don't know why people think YouTube is any different. Okay, here's one for you right here. I can show you, and every homesteader on here and every gardener on here can attest to this. Most of the time, we show you the best parts of our gardens. Most of the time, we show you the best parts of our homestead. Most of the time, we show you the best parts of our acreage and our land or farm. We don't show you where we keep all the tools behind the shed. We don't show you where we throw the doo-doo pile at, or we don't show you where we put our urine. We don't show you where we put all the dead animals that didn't make it at. We don't show you the junk pile from the junk, because you live out in the country, you got to burn your own trash. And then if you got metal scrap, sometimes you got to put that on a trailer and haul it all the way to a junkyard somewhere. We don't show you that part. In the garden, we don't show you all the flowers and the vegetation that failed that year. We don't show you when the grass ain't cut. We don't show you you stepped on a damn yellow jacket hive and got all stung up. We don't show you that. Because people don't want to see that. They want to see the beauty, the nature, the love. That's what people want to see. So if you judge me by the things that I show you here on my channel, that's sad. I can only tell you so much. I can only show you so much without you end up moving into my home with me. Simple. I used to do videos all throughout my house, and I stopped doing that because weirdos start showing up. So that's why when I'm at home, I only show you one wall of my house. And people say, why you always sitting in front of them curtains? Because why not? What difference will it make if I'm sitting in front of some curtains versus I'm sitting in the garage in front of my motorcycle? Ain't gonna make no difference. Same message gonna come out. But people like to pry. Now here's the worst part. We are helping to destroy. Listen, this is 2026. Racism is at an all-time high. Hatred is at an all-time high. Why on God's green earth do we got brothers and sisters attacking other brothers and sisters here on YouTube? I was raised to know, if you can't say this stuff in a person's face, keep it to yourself. If you ain't gonna stand in this person's face and tell them all this hateful shit about them that you've studied up on, man, keep it to yourself. You can't. You addicted to the clicks and the views. And you know, I see the clicks and the views on these channels, and I be like, in a way, you selling your soul. Because you're literally bad-mouthing somebody. And I can see how many views the video got. I know you didn't make that much money off of this video. So you basically made like $5 or $7, maybe $10, maybe $20 off of that video. You ruin a person's or a family's life or help do it for $20? No matter how you look at it. And then if you do it repeatedly, and you end up making $200, you sold your soul that many times helping destroy this person or those people for a couple of $100. Man, somebody tell me in the scriptures, who sold out Jesus? How much did they pay him? I'll wait. They even sold out Jesus for little or nothing. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? And then these same church-going folks will quote scripture and forget about that one right there. They will forget about that whole story right there while they're literally doing the exact same thing. Now, if you don't agree with a person's situation, if you don't agree with a person's lifestyle, if you don't agree with how a person runs their family and their life, the exit door is right there. But this is what I see. Some people think that what they're doing is heroic. You think that you're saving the rest of the community from certain people because they're liars, cheats, or whatever you claim them to be. You're not a hero. You are the problem. If you really want to help, if you really want to be a hero, if you really want to help the community, if you really want to do this for me, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, if you're really concerned about the rest of the community and you want to shy them away from all these liars and evildoers that you see and you make videos about, don't just talk about them. Now, I'm going to go back to this old friend of mine because he did one thing. He didn't just talk about me on a regular basis. He showed what he did. Now, I don't care how much we disagreed or we didn't care for one another. I give him props 100% because he worked his ass off. We did not get along. We did not agree. But I could look at what he has accomplished and say, right on. He could look at me and see what I accomplished, no matter whether we got along or not. What I see now is you talking about this person, you can't stand this person or how they live their lives or whatever, but you have zero to show about your own life. You have zero to show about. So somebody can make videos about your life and pull your life into pieces and dissect your life and crack on you. That's funny how that works. And for anybody that's allowing that to happen without taking any legal action at all, you must enjoy it. You must enjoy it. Because ain't no damn way. You must enjoy the attention. And you thinking it's building you up or something. Like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate now. You must enjoy that attention. That's sick. That's a little sick. But, because ain't no damn way. You got, there's this one channel. I'm telling you, they got to have at least 10 or 15 perfectly winnable lawsuits. They have to have at least 10 or 15 perfectly winnable lawsuits without them spending any money. I know it. I see it. Because it's that many people talking about this particular channel. And every time I look at one of those channels, I'm like, ooh, they don't know what they just said. They don't know what they just did right there. They just defamed the person. They just defamed them. Oh, that person just said, oh my God. They don't know. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, just so I can prove my point. I ain't gonna talk about my past lawsuits. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this more recent lawsuit. Just recently, around Decemberish, had this individual take one of my videos and just butcher it. Listen, butchered it for no reason. Don't know this dude from a hole in a wall. Don't know him from a hole in a sock. Took my video, butchered it, told me I was wrong, said I was wrong, I was lying, that's not how such and such work, yada, yada, yada. He went on and on and on, right? Okay. So I contacted him. I reached out to him and said, hey, listen, hey, clearly we have a difference in opinion, but I'm kindly asking you to remove this video from your channel. Please. What you said here was not true. I don't want to take any further action. Can you remove it? That MF told me he got the right of free speech act, blang, blang, bloom, in the front of the video, in the middle of the video, at the end of the video. He can say whatever he want about my channel. I said, please, sir, don't do that. I'm not that dude. Please remove my video and my likeness and the defamation, or I'm going to sue you. It's the last time I'm saying. I still got all the emails. I got everything just to prove it. He basically said, let's come on. Why don't you come on my channel and let's discuss it? Huh? Come on your channel and let me and you discuss something that I just... Oh, you want clicks and views off of me? Yeah, okay. First thing I'm gonna do is call my lawyer. I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing it. But I took a day and I called my lawyer. And my lawyer got the video, like I always do. I keep receipts on absolutely everything I do and downloads. Lawyer got the video. I clipped out the whole video was about me and took on any other clips he put in me in other videos. Gave it to my lawyer. I reached out. My lawyer told me, reach out to YouTube, see what YouTube gonna do about it, and we'll go from there. I can't speak on anything else. All I can tell you is that video is gone. That dude's whole channel got demonetized. Now let me make this clear. He didn't get 3 strikes. See, that's the part that people... I've been on YouTube for over 15 years, and y'all don't be reading how this work. This ain't TikTok. This ain't Instagram. It's certain offenses that you do that they will remove your whole channel. They don't wait for 3 strikes. You don't keep on saying, I got 2 more shots at it. I got 1 more shot. No, it's certain offenses that you can do that they'll remove your entire channel immediately. And you don't know that. You still hoping you got 2 more or 1 more chance to mess up. But if you still doing it, you that stupid where you don't see you've messed up that many times, you want to keep trying this same formula? Long story short, he got sued and that whole channel got demonetized. And guess what? I don't care. Because the stuff he was saying about me, my wife, my family, this dude took a video, me, my wife, my daughter, and my son is in this video. Now, my daughter and my son are grown. Don't matter. They're under my roof. They're considered my children. They are children. They don't have to be underage. Now, I'm telling you from a legal point of view. Now, he got hit with all that. On top of that, I got one more for you. you made a business deal fall through. I had to explain myself to this company where they were asking what's going on with that. So you put my financial status in jeopardy. So I had to wait till all legal proceedings and everything was over to show this company I don't know what that was about. That ain't had nothing to do with me. That's the only way I could move forward with that company. Because that dude. So, if you think that putting up that little post in the beginning, in the end, in the middle of your video talking about the right to speech act or whatever that garbage is, that you don't know how that works. You think you do, you don't. That means nothing. When people are talking on the news and they're talking about the president or they're talking about whatever issue, they're speaking facts. Now, other programs, which people don't know, when you see certain prank videos and stuff like that, after that video goes off or after that prank goes off or whatever, they have to literally go to that person and give them a disclaimer and a waiver. If you sign this, I can use your likeness on my video for this prank. They don't show you that, and all y'all dummies is out here thinking you can get away with that. After you're done with a prank or speaking to someone in public, you have to ask them, is it okay if I use your likeness on my video? I have to either record or have you sign a waiver stating yes. That's why sometimes in these prank videos and other videos, you will see people's faces. They signed the waiver. When some people's faces is blocked out, they did not. They refused to sign the waiver. And they can still get sued. If you show it now, I'm not no lawyer, but I'm listening to what my lawyer said. If you have any definitive body markings, tattoos, deformities, anything that anybody can clearly see that that's your body, you're screwed. So if you can blurt the face out all you want to, but if you blur out their body and you showing their tattoos and you ain't gonna blur out people's whole body because that take your video away. People, y'all better get with it, man. I'ma say this: if you're gonna talk about somebody, if you're gonna talk about folks here on YouTube, another black man, a black woman, or black whatever content creator, and you black yourself, do yourself a favor and do your viewers a favor. Why don't you show them how it's done? I've done this for many years, and I always said to people that got a problem with the way I do things, well, show me then. I started a whole wave. I had a competition about 6-7 years ago. And I said, all these people, Led, what you should do. Led, what you should do. What you should do, Led. I said, listen, why don't you stop telling me what I do? And why don't you start your own channel and show me how it's done? Show me what you're talking about. And I did this whole big movement. And a lot of channels started up. And a lot of channels failed. Because that sound easy coming out your mouth. But when you put certain things into action and into play, yeah, the world and the universe don't work like that with you all the time. So now you see why I don't do X, Y, Z. Hey, Led, you should get some llamas. For what? Oh, I love llamas. Well, you should start a channel, buy your ass some llamas, put them in a cage or do whatever it is, and then turn around, take care of your llamas, record them, and show the world your llamas. That's insane. But they realize real quick, taking care of a bunch of damn baby camels ain't easy. It take thought, and then trying to record it? Jesus. Hey, T-Nog, how you doing, my sister? So I just wanted to touch in and tap in real quick and say, man, please, y'all, if you're going to talk about folks Man, show your own works. If you want real subscribers, human subscribers that actually dig what you doing, man, show your own works. Look, it's easy to talk about. For instance, my homestead is a mess. Hell, I can show you right now. My cabin right now is destroyed because I'm putting in electrical, new ceiling fans, drywall. I'm putting in a mini split system. So I'm living in my own construction zone, right? That's easy to say. You should keep it more clean. You should keep it more neat. What you should do, what I would have did, da 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 da. Yeah. Well, do me a favor. Get your own homestead, purchase your own land, purchase your own acreage, and then you show me what you did, how you did it, and I will give you all the respect in the world. I'm gonna tell you one right now. I remember my good friend Grammy Yah. Grammy Yah got a homestead, and the only way, she kept commenting on certain things, and I didn't quite know. So I went and looked, like, why does she keep telling me, Led, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this? So the first thing I do is go look at Grammy Yah's channel. She had 2 channels at the time. I thought she was just gardening. I didn't know she had a homesteading channel. I go to Grammy Yah's channel. Boom, she got a whole homestead. She got acreage. She done put a cabin on the land. She done got water ran to the land. She got air conditioning. She got heat. I said, okay, me and you, we can have a real grown-up discussion now. Because you showing me your works. I can take your advice because you showing me what you've done. You're showing me in life. Would you listen to a fool to just talk about stuff and they don't show you no proof? Or would you listen to a man that's literally living the life that you are trying to? If this person is living that lifestyle or living that life, he's showing you his works. Would you believe him or a person that just talks about it? They're always telling you all what you should do, how you should do it, but you never see them do any of this. Never. Especially in a real life scenario. So what I see is this is another bad trend for us black folks. And I can't wait till it go away, man, because it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing to see black folks literally tear down some people. Listen, I'm not saying that the people that you're talking about ain't crazy, ain't liars. I'm not saying any of that because I don't know them. I don't know them, whoever you making a video about. I don't know anything about them. But clearly, nor do you. Now, if you lived across the street from certain people, I get it. You look across the street, you've been over their house, you see their house is dirty and stuff. I get it. But I still don't understand why you took so much energy to make a whole video about a whole family that has nothing to do with you all, a whole individual. That's so sick to me. That's so disgustingly sick to me that I'm like, man, we've been poisoned. Our minds have been poisoned. Instead of you attacking the people that's really attacking us, the real people attacking us, just drowned one of our own, several of our own. They drowned us. But you attacking your brother because of something that you see he doing that you don't agree with, or you think he lying, or you think he ain't no good, or you don't like the way he do certain things. But you ain't saying nothing about these situations out here in the world, in the politics, the political world. You ain't got no balls for that. And I'm gonna tell you another one that make me even sicker, because I seen men fight other men. I done seen men go at other men because of they jealous or what have you. But I'm going to tell you one that makes me just turn my stomach, man. When I see a sister turn on another sister, yo, that's the worst, man. That's the worst. And I'm going to tell you this. If people are living their lives, they ain't out here harming you. They ain't out here harming nothing that got nothing to do with you. Leave people the fuck alone. Pardon my French. I don't understand this new trend, man. Where I'm from, we got a saying. Mind your own business, you live longer. You dig what I'm saying? I grew up with this saying. Mind your own business, you live longer. People ask, what's the secret to longevity, a long life, living into your 100s? Leave people the fuck alone. There was a lady that, remember, what's his name, Roker? Al Roker used to have the Smucker's Jelly Person of the Year or Person of the Month that's 100 or something, or 98 or 4,000 years old, whatever. And sometimes they would sit down with these individuals when they up in their hundreds and stuff, and they say, so what was your secret to look so young? What was your secret to live so long? And the person would always say, I do a little exercise, I read my Bible, I try to eat this and that every day, and I leave people the fuck alone. And if you ask me, there was one lady that didn't do none of that except for leave people the hell alone. There was one lady, she smoked, she drank, she had many partners, she lived life to the fullest. She's still in her hundreds. She did everything wrong. Listen to science. Everything she did was wrong. She drank a lot, smoked a lot, loved a lot. But one thing that was universal, just like the rest of them folk, she left people the hell alone, man. That's how. It wasn't the drinking and the smoking that was going to take her out. It's getting in other people's business. She was able to live into her hundreds. She probably still alive. She probably outlived me and you. You know why? Leaving people the hell alone, man. You know? Because you put yourself in a whole triangle of madness when you start going in other people's family lives, family business, giving people what you should do, and you know what else you do? And I've tried this myself. Go to other people and tell them, maybe you should try this. Mind your own MFing business. I learned that the hard way. And I don't know how it backfired, but it did. Mind your own business. Now people say, oh, Led, you don't talk to nobody. I really don't. I mind my own business. That way, guess what? When you mind your own business, you ain't got no enemies. Can't nobody say what you said. Can't nobody say what you did. Can't nobody, mix your words up. Think about it. I don't want my words minced. I don't want them switched up. Mind my own. I love everybody. I mean it. But I don't want to be misquoted to the point I have enemies that I didn't know was enemies just from being misquoted. I'd rather be like this and chill by myself than be misquoted, and now I got a secret enemy some damn where they can't stand my guts over something they heard. But guess what? Since I've been quiet and keeping to my damn self, I've accomplished a lot. I've accomplished a lot just by minding my own business. You'd be surprised the things you can get done when you just mind your own business and do what you're supposed to be doing. Stop worrying about what everybody else out there doing. So, I'm that's my word. I'm gonna get off here, but I just want to say that real quick. Hey, yo, we tearing our part. I don't want to hear about why we can't make it, why we can't move forward, why we can't excel. We are the reason sometimes. I'm not saying that we wasn't dealt a bad hand. We was definitely dealt a bad hand. Definitely. But I'm talking about the clear cut, undeniable hatred for one another. That's the part I'm talking about. I ain't talking about what the man done put down on us. I ain't talking about how the man hold us down, because that's a given. That's a freebie. I'm talking about when you voluntarily dig up another person's information, dig up another person's video, dig up another person, and then surgically chop that up into pieces to only say negative things about that person. I want to say this too. You have a responsibility on this platform. Part of your responsibility is, hey, guess what? Some people believe you. Some people ain't got regular sense. Some people are ignorant to anything unless you tell them. So you have a responsibility with some of the things that come out of your freaking mouth, because you don't know who's listening. I've been saying this for 15 years. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. And people take your words for gold, especially when they love you, especially when they respect you, especially when they look up to you. They take your word for gold. If you said it, it must be true. So you got to be careful with your words. And if you are a real one, you need to really take that into heart and start really paying attention to what you say on this damn platform, because this is not the late 90s, early 2000s. What is that? This is not the early 2000s YouTube anymore. This is big as Hollywood. YouTube is as big as Hollywood. And we need to literally put that into perspective. I can prove that YouTube and TikTok is as big as Hollywood. That's why you have to be more responsible with what you say. Get this. If YouTube was not as big and powerful as Hollywood, why are all the entertainers coming to YouTube? They see the power. It's some actors and entertainers left Hollywood. They can't make no money in Hollywood. They know they can make a way here. They can get their influence out on YouTube. They can influence things. They can speak their mind without being demonized. That's power. And if you don't realize how much your words, how powerful your words are here on this platform, you're in for a big surprise. You know, this was years ago, and I'm not going to speak on it because I need to. Years ago, there was a young lady, I think it was a young lady. I got an email when I used to answer emails, and she did not want to be on this earth anymore. And I read this email and I looked over at my wife. I'll never forget, I was in bed. I rolled over and looked, hey, look at this, look at this. This young lady did not want to be on this earth anymore for whatever trauma she's been through and everything else. She, out of everybody on the planet, emailed me. So the first thing, and I'm thinking my wife is going to say, baby, this is just a nut job. Don't pay that no mind. Delete it, block it, whatever. My wife said, be careful what you say to her. I thought to myself, I'm not talking to her. If she wanted to delete herself from this earth, I have no power to, I don't want to have anything to do with that. My wife told me, out of everybody she could have talked to, she talked to you. Whatever you're about to tell her, be careful with your words. My wife can attest to that, and I still got the email. I don't know what to say in that type of situation. I'm not going to say what I said, but in a nutshell, everything is going to be okay. Things seem bad now, but it won't be like this forever. In so many words, I don't know how to handle that situation. So I did the best way I could. I asked my wife, you think I should send that, read that, what I wrote? She said, that's good. I hit send on that. Let's just say a couple months down the line, I see her in my chat. Now, nobody knew that I was talking to her about that when I was saying, hey, it's good to see you. It's good to hear from you. When I did that and pointed her out, and back then I would easily have 1,200 people in a live stream. And I picked her out and I made sure I spoke with her. That let me know she's still on this earth. Number two, whatever she did after that, I don't know. I never heard from her again. But whatever I said worked. At least it worked temporarily. If I wouldn't have answered that email, or maybe I was like, hey, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Maybe that would have been the night that she left. Maybe that would have been the night that she deleted herself from this earth. You don't realize what people think of you on this platform. Even when you feeling down, I got to tell myself sometime too, when I don't feel like doing this no more, and sometimes I feel down, I feel like I'm not engaging the people, I'm not enough anymore with all the bright lights and colors and flickers and gyrations going on social media. I'm still old school. I still got an inline 6 motor in my body. I feel like I'm not enough on those days, and it never fails that y'all come up, show up, and show out to prove me, hey, you still got a little gas left. Don't give up on it now. So when y'all back me up like that, that lets me be like, okay, I just ride it till the wheels fall off. Ride it till the wheels fall off. If I never get no more subscribers, if I keep losing subscribers, don't matter. Ride this sucker till the wheels fall off. And I feel like I can use that same strength and reflect that back to the people. Don't give up yet. Keep it up. It's gonna pop off. I can prove it to you. Homestead Heart and T-Nog is in the house. Homestead Heart and T-Nog been with me for the last 15 years. They know. And let me tell y'all something that was funny to me. I did a video 6 years old, 7 years, no, it was 2019, right? Big video. Now, y'all gonna get a laugh out of this. Homestead Heart and T-Nog, y'all gonna get a kick out of this. 2019, it was one of my, what I called viral videos back then. I looked at the views. It had 500 views. I looked at the thumbs up. It had 30 something thumbs up. Back then, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was going around showing my mama, showing my wife, hey, look, your daddy is going to be famous, yada, yada, yada. I got 500 views, right? Then there's times where you go back down to only getting 50 views. And you like, well, you know, I guess that firecracker was a dud. Never in a million years would I have ever thought that I would be here today. Remember, I had 500 views on a viral video. I have 600 people in this live stream. You do the math. When you're ready to give up, when you're ready to call it a day, things just change. The universe hears you. The universe acknowledges the work that you put in. You might want crazy. That's why you got these content creators making videos about other people. You want to know why they make videos about other people and talk about them in a negative light? Because it's easy, man. I can call you a fistful of bitches and a pocket full of motherfuckers for the next 60 minutes, and people are going to watch that. It's entertaining, it's ridiculous, and it's easy to do that. You know what's hard? Make a video, edit it, and keep it positive. Do that 100 times, and then we can talk about your negative shit that you spew out. Put out a positive video, positive only. Do that 100 times and get as many views on that video as you get on tearing another brother and sister down. Do that and you'll have my respect. Other than that, man, I'm cool on anybody that does that. If you do, leave me out of it. Please, and don't say my name. I had one cat say my name, man. Please don't. Please don't. Leave me alone. I don't care if you saying good things about me or not. Don't say my name. Because I'm gonna give you me. I don't respect nobody like that. And my respect is real. I ain't one of these young punks that, oh yeah, respect, bro. Nah, my respect is real. If you ever want to have a back and forth with me, a conversation with me rather, or you want us to break bread, man, the respect got to come first. But if I see you tearing down another brother and sister or another content creator for something that you ain't even done your damn self, zero respect from me. Zero. You showing the world who you are. You show the world who you are by tearing down another brother and sister when you can't back it up yourself. If I got a homestead and you want to talk about my homestead, show me your homestead and show me how it's done. Until then, shut up. How pitiful, how pathetic and sad that got to be, man. To every single day, every waking moment, every waking minute, so you can tear it apart. That man lives rent-free in your house, in your computer. He done took up, now I said this years ago with me, this man done took up time from you and your family. This man has took up data space inside your computer, inside your camera, inside your iPhone. He literally holding data space in your technology. You can't download a video because this person's videos are taking up all the data in your computer. Now it gotta come to a point when you say, hey, it's getting a little too stupid now. You know, I used to watch this other guy that was coming after me all the time. It was several people, but I used to watch their videos all the time. And I would record everything for my lawyers and everything. And I was like, man, this is exhausting. I never forget one night, my wife come in the kitchen, I'm watching this certain video, and they talking about me, right? And I'm watching this video, and I'm like, they just won't let up. My wife said, you've been down here for 3 hours watching them talk about you for 3 hours. And I said, I'm recording. She said, that can from that computer. All you're going to do is come in here, rant and rave about them, tell me how much they lied, tell me what they lied about, and you already spent 3 hours watching them tear you down on a 3 to 4 man panel, and now you're going to come to bed for another 3 hours and talk about them. Tell me out of 6 hours, which part of that got anything to do with what we doing here? Or tell me what part of that 6 hours has anything to do with you and doing your works. They took 6 hours away from you. And me, my wife said. Because you spent 3 hours watching them and you're going to spend another 2 to 3 hours talking about it. What did you accomplish? That computer can record them by itself. And that's one of them times you want to be right, but you can't, so you make that face. You all backed up with emotion and something bad, something you could say like, see, you ain't never on my side. You want to say something like that, but she made such a fool out of you, and she was so right. You hate when you right. You even all you could do, all you could hate in that moment was hate that she's right. So you could still make your crumbled up face, but she told no lies. The proof is in the pudding. You just spent 3 hours watching these people talk about you on their channel, and now you're going to talk about them for another 2 hours. I'll be like, you cook anything today? Your food been down there for the last 4 hours. It's in the oven. I didn't want to disturb you while you was watching that garbage. You know how bad that made me feel? My wife went through all of this to make me something to eat, and I'm sitting here watching people try to destroy my character for 3 hours, where I should have been sitting down having dinner with my wife. I'm giving that time to people that want me dead. Never again, man. And I'm going to tell you, everybody going to come to a crossroads. I'm going to tell you what's going to wake these people up. What's going to wake them up is when everybody's channels start getting snatched again. Because back then, when all that was happening, everybody that's been with me for 15 years, do y'all remember the time when everybody's videos start getting snatched down? I mean, not video channels. I know a lot of them personally. All their channels was getting snatched down. And nobody could understand it. Nobody could understand why everybody's channels was getting snatched. Every blue moon, YouTube wakes up and starts going to look for all of those doggone guidelines that's being crossed. I can prove it. Have you ever, somebody tell me right now, so 500 people here, tell me this, and I'm going to get off of here in 3 minutes. Have you ever put up a video years ago, and then all of a sudden, it's telling you you ain't going, this video cannot be monetized because you use music, and this video is probably 4 or 5 years old. Has that ever happened to you? Or this video cannot be monetized, even though this video is 5 or 6 years old, then it turn around and say this video cannot be monetized because you, or you had a commercial in it. You was walking through a grocery store and Luther Vandross was playing on the overhead. You totally out of your control. But that channel, I mean, that video won't be monetized anymore. Every so often, YouTube does that. And they come back with that garbage and be like, yeah, that was legal years ago. Not no more, so can't show that video no more. We give you X amount of time to take that video down or erase the volume off of it. Nothing has changed. The only different thing that's changed now is people ain't so much using the music thing like that no more unless they making it themselves. Now what's happening is people are using other people's video material or their likeness in their videos, and it's coming back to haunt them. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now, and this goes out to them people that's messing with other folks like that. You know what's worse? You mess around to get your channel monetized. You worked hard, however you did it, you got monetized. Years go past, and it's time to get that YouTube plaque. That's right, Tino, YouTube start a clean startup. Turn around, and you at, what is it, 999, or what is it, no, 999,999. You are literally about to get your 100,000 subscriber Plaque Award. As soon as you turn around, boom, you got your 100,000 subscribers. You know what's funny? As soon as you get your 100,000 subscribers, two things happen. YouTube goes back and checks all of your videos you did. Now remember, back then it was done a little bit by people, by humans. It ain't that no more, okay? So you effed yourself with that already. They go back and look at all your videos. And I'm telling you this from experience. When I got to my 100,000 subscriber mark, they went and checked all my videos and came back and said, we can't give you no plaque unless you delete all of these videos. As a matter of fact, some of these we can give you a copyright strike. So leaving it up to you. And once you delete all of these videos, we'll sit here and have a meeting about whether you can have that plaque or not. So when people, I had so many videos, and back then, you know, I really ain't know how to save my videos. I literally erased all of those great gardening videos. I wasn't saying nothing bad, wasn't saying nothing wrong, none of that. I was using music that they didn't allow anymore. They used to back then, but they didn't no more. Every last one of those dope videos with me on Lemon Lane, my citrus trees, and all my gardening videos, all my epic ones, can't be shown anymore. No more. So if you want to move to the next level, that's what's happening. So I had to get rid of all my work. And that was the only way that I could move forward. So I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all think y'all really doing something right now by tearing other channels down and tearing them up, right when you think you about to get to that next level of greatness, all it's going to take is one little glitch, something you did back in the day, talking about folks, tearing people down, something. That's going to come back and bite your ass in more ways than you know. You will see. You will see. You can trust my word on that. Because right now you think you're doing something on those channels, talk about other folks. You're not. You're not. And if you don't care about moving forward on this platform or elevating on this platform and you're just doing it for fun, then now something is mentally wrong with you now. Let me talk. I want to say something about that. I want to say something about that right there. You says controlling free speech. That is not controlling free speech. And I don't want nobody to get that twisted. That's not controlling free speech. And everybody, again, they don't know what that even means. You don't even know what that means. Put it like this. You can say whatever you want to say. But the part that people don't realize, there's consequences and repercussions to what you say. And people think just because I got the right to say it, you think it's right to say it. That's not censoring. Let me put it to you like this. What's your name? HMM? HMM. Whatever your name is. Do you work? Do you have a job? Do you work somewhere? This question is for HMMM. Do you work somewhere? Do you have a line of employment? Can you tell me what your job is? So I can hopefully get you to understand how this simple thing works. You work in retail. Okay, great. You work in retail. When you go to work every day, there is something expected of you. Okay? You're expected to dress a certain way. You're expected to present yourself a certain way, you're expected to speak to the customers a certain way. You're expected to respect and follow orders from the management and the supervisors a certain way, correct? So why can't you go in there and call people a pocket full of bitches and a handful of motherfuckers and have a nice day? Why can't you do that? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Why is it when you get home, you say, my manager ain't this, my supervisor ain't that, I can't stand that, but you at home? Freedom of speech. It's because of those consequences and repercussions. You and somebody, that's right, not on somebody else's time. Now, I need everybody to understand this because some people don't understand how YouTube works. This platform, and I've been saying this for the last 10 years, this platform does not belong to you. You're on other people's time. You're in other people's workplace. If they don't want you saying X, Y, Z, you can't say it. That's not down in freedom of speech. That is their workplace requirements. When you come into a store, correct? No shirt, no shoes, no service. Well, that's the way it used to be. If you come in here half naked, you can't come in here. I wish they bring that back because I'm tired of seeing bonnets, house shoes, and nipple bras. But look, and pajamas. No shirt, no shoes, no service. So if you want to shop in this store, you have to abide by that. Even to this very day, they say, hey, no firearms on the premises. You have to abide by that. If you want to go in there and get that box of cornflakes on sale in there, you got to leave your firearm in the car. You got to go in there and put on a shirt, put on a bra, put on some drawers, put on some shoes, and then go shop and get the thing of cornflakes on sale. So when YouTube knock people for being ridiculous, and they say, oh, they taking the freedom of speech. They ain't. You're in a workplace. Why do people think that this platform belongs to you? We are borrowed. Listen, let me make something clear to the people that's watching. This is a billboard. This is a billboard, and that is all it is. You should be using YouTube as a billboard. This is a billboard for what you really do. This is a way to attract people, to bring them in, to show them what you really do. Just like a billboard on the side of the road, you can rent it and take out an ad on there and leave your ad up for a certain amount of time. But that billboard does not belong to you. You have to pay your dues to have your advertisement put up there. That's all YouTube is. So when people keep coming by and saying, how can you do this to me? This is my channel. This is not your channel. You rent out a store. That's it. It's like you work at the farmer's market. You renting out a booth. You do hair, you do nails, you rent a booth to show people your artwork. That's it. So, I'm going to leave here and say this. Hey, if you are one of those folks that love to go off and talk about other folks like that, get zero respect from me, man. And please, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Because to me, I've been on this platform long enough to know, I know the scum of the earth when I see it. I know the downfall of my brothers and sisters when I see it. And I steer clear of that. I steer clear of it. And I see that trend happening now. It's a lot of people that done lost their job since 2020, and now they don't know what to do. A lot of these folks is up in age, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they done lost their job, and they don't know what else to do with themselves. They say, I'm going to try to make a living on YouTube. You come on here, and you see the easy way to try to get your foot in the door other people. I can tell you one thing about that and how that's definitely going to end up. You're going to be unemployed again. So you better start making your way with that little $20 check that you made off of tearing down people on this platform. Because you're going to be unemployed again. Because once certain people get wind of it and start reporting that, or YouTube ends up, the algorithm pick you up, they're going to let your ass go. Simple. I've been on here too long and I done seen too much. And I said I was going to go. Y'all know me. One last thing. Man, it's entirely too many positive things to do out here in this world to show the world than to waste your time tearing down a brother and a sister here on this platform. With all the energy and the effort that you putting into tearing down a whole family full of people or a brother or a sister here on YouTube, man, how much positivity could you have shown the world? Because all you doing is attracting demons. I told you. I got one more. I got one more. Y'all got me hot. I told somebody years ago, you keep coming at me, and all the people that's following you is demons. They demonic. That's because all you feed them is negativity. All you feed them is evil. All they keep doing is stirring the pot. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to keep feeding them evil, keep feeding them negative things about me. After a while, you're going to get tired of that. It's exhausting. Nobody can do that unless you are truly deeply evil and demented. You're going to get tired. And when you get tired, you're going to want to stop talking about me and show the world who you really are. You're going to want to show the world, I can do this, I can do that. Look at all my talents. Look at all my beauty. Look at my family. And you know what? Even though you stop feeding those demons negativity, those demons that follow you are still hungry. So if you're not feeding your demons that you conjured up, they got to eat. So if you ain't feeding them demons, those demons still got appetite. They will devour you. Those same demons that you used to feed that negativity, talking about other folks, those same demons will devour you. And then you will be left with nothing. Won't nobody be watching your channel. Won't nobody be clicks and views. Because all you realize after a while, all you had following you was a bunch of demons that can't wait to hear negativity. They don't want to hear about your garden. They don't want to hear about your love life. They don't want to hear about you just had a child. They don't want to hear about your son just got married. They don't want to hear about your son just graduated. They don't want to hear about how y'all just bought a new house. Y'all don't want to. They don't want to hear about you just made 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and getting a plaque. Because those were demons. They don't want to hear about your positivity. They don't want to hear about some you just bought some land, you positive, you got some livestock. They don't want to hear that. They like, when is we going to keep talking about lead? Let's talk about them. Please. And you know what they'll do? They'll keep being in the chat and saying negative stuff. Yeah, that happened over on Lead Channel. I think he was saying something about you the other day and da-da-da-da-da. Trying to stir you up so you can feed them some evil and negativity. Once you don't bite back, they start devouring you. And that's what's going to happen right here. I done seen it happen so many times on this platform. I will tell you one right off the back, and I'm going to speak on this fool. It was this one guy. Out of the blue, I don't know who this dude was. Never had no dealings with him. Came out talking crazy. If I ever run up on you, son, if I ever run up on you, yeah, that's your ass. I'm like, who are you? Who are you, dude? Dude he wasn't right. So I keep my eye on people like that. I don't care if it's a year or two. I keep my eye on people like that. Guess what happened to him? Just found out over this past winter. Dude so crazy. What was it? Assault, he in prison now, but he was in and out of jail for assault, robbery, yada 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 yada. Life on the rocks. Homeless, I left that out. Homeless, sleeping on a park bench, and he recording himself with all this. This dude life went to hell. His life went to hell. And now I think he's in prison. He said he was gonna try to beat his case. I saw his case, and you ain't beating that. You going to jail. You at least gonna do 5 strong ones. So I've been here long enough to watch people eat their own self devoured by what they created. I've been here long enough to watch it. And if I had zero integrity, I would spit out names like Bones. But I'm not. Those people know who they are. And all I'm doing is watching a whole nother group of black folks about to find out the hard way. And all you had to do was make a video about anything positive. Your day at the park, your day with your family, your car, whatever, your accomplishments. Show the world us black folks doing something positive. Stop showing this world things that we negative about. It's enough of that shit. And guess what? They always showing us, ain't they? It's easy for them to show us how negative we are. They constantly trying to prove that we savages. They are constantly trying to prove that we are savages. And all we do is sit there and say and prove to them, yeah, y'all right. We ain't right in the head. Look at them devour each other. It's hard for them to argue when we make it easy for them. I'm just saying, man, hey, find something else to do. Damn. Every single video that you have is about tearing down somebody else. Whether you're right or wrong, let's get that straight. Whether you're right or wrong, your whole video, your whole platform, if I punch in this channel's name, this how sick you know Muggs is. If I punch in this name right here of this channel, you pop up before they do. If I find out, let me see what this channel is doing. Let's go and see what's going on, because I keep hearing about this channel. Let me go click it in. I type this channel in, and I see you and 10 other people before I see the actual channel. You trying to tell me that's not sick? That is some sick shit, son. You mean to tell me you have about 500 to 1,000 videos of talking about this person? When people click on this person's channel, you pop up in the search engine? That's sick. That is sick. That's pretty bad. With that being said, all I'm going to do is sit around and watch it all crumble again, wait for the next phase of YouTube to happen, and everybody going to be, when it start happening, everybody going to be like, what happened to my channel? What happened? I don't understand. Watch. Mark my word. When it all start crumbling and people's channels start getting snatched up from up under them, they going to be like, what happened? What did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. That's your problem. You put it in your head that you didn't do anything wrong. That's the sick part. You didn't even realize what you were doing wrong this whole time. Watch. It's going to start. It should have been started. It's going to start again. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but it's going to start, and everybody going to start being like, oh, we under attack. No, you're not. You were just ignorant, and somebody, you got your foot in the door and you used it for evil shit. That's like you got the power of a firearm. You can either protect your family with firearm, go hunting with firearm and feed your family, or you can go rob a bank. That's what YouTube is. And that's what you're using it for. They gave you a powerful tool. And you can either use this powerful tool to feed your family, or you can use this powerful tool to destroy other people's families. Which one are you? You can enhance other people's family, enlighten other people's family, educate other people's family, or you can use this tool of YouTube to destroy other people's families. Which one are you? Because it's simple. And don't tell people you think you helping other people by tearing other people down. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, you that kind of, those are the kind of people that it's a speed trap up the road, right? A policeman sitting back there behind the billboard in the bushes, and he got a speed trap. And you that dude to come down the opposite way, hey man, it's the cops behind the bushes, man. You think you saving people like that. What always happens? The police see you flagging people down, warning them that he's behind the bushes. They getting a ticket, and you going to jail. Because they just speak, but you interfering with police duties. That's what I see. You think you helping people. You think you're a hero and saving the day because you protecting them from the liars or whatever you think they is, or the fakers. All you doing is setting yourself up for failure. You're not warning anybody. And believe me, look at the comment section. You're talking to trolls. All those people in all these people's comment section, do me a favor, and this gonna wake you up. If it do, it do. If it don't, it don't. Look at the comment section. Click on all the people that commenting on your video and agreeing with you. Who are they? Did their channel just start a week ago? Did their channel just start a month ago? Did their channel start for some reason always 2011 or 2016? They got one subscriber and it's they self. They got a playlist with some random puppies dancing or some stupid shit. If those are all the people you see down in your people in your chat that's hyping you up on that evil shit, you just attracted a bunch of evil bots that's backing you up. That's all you got. Because ain't no normal human being in their right mind want to hear all that bullshit. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, everybody, thank you for joining me early this morning. Oh my God, it's not morning no more. I done talked from the morning to the afternoon. Everybody, enjoy your day. Live Farmer 73 here. Let me get back to work. Still putting this electrical wire in this cabin. It's taking longer than I thought because it be hot in this boy. Everybody, enjoy your day. Live Farmer 73. I love you. Stop tearing each other down, please, for all sake. Please stop doing this. I love you, and I'm out. Peace. Everybody, all my OGs in the house, Granny Karma, Homestead, Heart, T-Nog, all my Bayou Sugar, all my OGs that been with me, hanging with me, Mr. Bammett, all y'all been hanging with me for all these years. And you know, if nobody else know, I ain't said not one damn lie in here. It's gonna come and get you because we've all watched them fall. Love you too, Homestead Heart. Love you too, T-Nog. Y'all have a good day here. Love y'all. Let me get back to work. I don't even got no drawers on. I don't even feel like putting on no clothes. With that being said, let me go. Everybody, thank you. Peace.